Hi YouTube, 2E0FNM back again with another video. Today I wanted to do a shack tour video. Quite a lot of you have asked me what my shack's like, what equipment do I have, what's my working conditions, that kind of thing. So I thought, why not, let's do a bit of a shack tour of some of my equipment. A lot of my equipment I've done reviews for and mentioned in other videos, so always check the description. I'll leave all that information there if you want to take a look at anything in more detail. But a big shout out to my best mate Gareth, absolute legend. He's the one who built me this desk that fits in this alcove here. Me and DIY do not go whatsoever, so big shout out to Gareth for that. Everybody needs a Gary in their life, and he's a legend. He's also helped me put the coax over the house, so without his help I couldn't have done any of it basically. So big shout out to Gareth. Big shout out to my wife Kaylee for putting up with an antenna farm in the garden. You know, we've had our run-ins in the past, as a lot of you can appreciate if you're married. But she's brilliant. She puts up with it, and she's not got a problem. So big shout out there. So without further ado, let's have a look around the shack. Right, so this is basically my shack. So as you can see, it's just in the bedroom. You know, I've got the bed here, air conditioner just in the way there. But it's just in this alcove here. So it's just that sort of space there. It's about, I don't know, 1.5 meters wide, something like that. But it's perfect for me. As I say, Gareth built this desk for me and helped me out. And he's also lowered it once as well, because it was a little bit too high when I had it before. So yeah, big shout out to Gareth for that. Really, really massive help. And he also helped me put the coax over the house for the... So one of these is obviously the Stereo Gain Master. The other antenna coax here is for the Enford half wave, and then down the skirting board basically we have the Messi Paoloni that goes over to the 270 Diamond X300 on the roof. So that's basically my working condition there. So you can see, let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that might be a bit better. So yeah, that's basically where I sit. So yeah, just have the desk here with this mouse pad here that's like a map of the world. It's very old now, I need to get a new one. Logitech gaming keyboard, Logitech gaming mouse. As I say, I do quite a lot of PC gaming. We also have a sensor panel here that gives me all the information on the PC temperatures and all that kind of thing. I've got this light here. Might as well talk about the light. So I got this light on Amazon. It was only a few pounds, but it does give me quite a bit of interference. Not too bad, and I've choked it here with a ferrite. I'll just turn that off so you can see a little bit better. But yeah, that's the sensor panel. And then we've got the Palmer CB speaker basically, which runs the Alinco. I'll show you that in a minute. But we'll start at the bottom. So this is my Alinco power supply, very kindly donated from Wayne G0HIJ, so massive shout out to Wayne for that. This is an old shack sign. I've had this donkey's years. I need to get a new one with me 2E0. And as I say, they're only a few quid, so there's no real excuse for it. And then I've just got my main radios on this power supply. And then I've also got the other power supply for the gateways I'll show you. That's my gaming computer, so you can't really see a lot now. So it's a Ryzen 7 3700X, and it's a 2080 Super with 32 gigabytes of RAM. Needs a good clean in there, but that's the computer, so it's just running that. And you just do all my FT8 and all that sort of thing on there. Obligatory toolbox, you know, with a few odds and ends. Big shout out to Gary again. He's the one who sorted me that toolbox. He's got loads of tools, so he gave me quite a lot of stuff. So massive shout out to him there. I've got a Bose speaker system. That's just a subwoofer on the floor there, and then you can see the speaker units there for the PC. And then we'll go over to the monitor here. So it's just basically a cheap Dell monitor. Basically runs the Wires X. This computer, another big shout out to Gary. He gave me his old computer. So it's quite an old computer now, but my other PC that I had failed on me. So this one, because it only runs Wires X and it's on 24 hours a day, so it just ticks away. And he also gave me this power supply, microset power supply here. It's only a small ampage, it's just a 20 amp power supply, but it runs the two gateways. So I've got MB6 FR and MB6 IFR, which are the two gateways I run here. They just run off this power supply. I've also got a fan on the back. This power supply doesn't have a fan in it, so I've just put a fan. That's what this cable ties for. And then we've got the yaesu HRI200 wires X box for my FTM100, which is here, which runs the gateway. I can just turn my display on there. So that's just running my wires X gateway. And as I say, that's on 24 hours a day, that's on 2 meters. And then underneath there is a yaesu FT7800, which basically just runs my D-Star gateway. And then behind here we have my Raspberry Pi. Let me try and dig this out. So I built this myself, so it's basically a Raspberry Pi with a repeater board on it that I've soldered all these on to make into a DIN connector for the back of the yaesu. So this controls all the D-Star, obviously goes into, you know, gives it power and goes into the Ethernet, and that just runs when the 77s gateway is on 8 hours a day. And then we've got a Netgear switch there, and it just runs everything off that one line from downstairs. And as I say, I've got fans on both of these radios. You know, they're on a lot and they're transmitting a lot, so even though they're only low power, it's just nice to have a bit of fans on there, just take some of that heat away. So that's basically the gateways covered. So as I say, MB6FR and MB6IFR at the back. There's the head unit for the MB6IFR. It's just the head unit for the 7800. And the great thing about this is I've got the speaker here. It's just a sort of a small CB speaker, and then when the gateways aren't running, as you can see, it's transmitting now. What I can do is I can just turn the gateway off at night or whenever, and then I can go on my local 77s repeaters and stuff, just use the microphone, and it just, you know, it's into a duplexer. That's one thing I forgot to mention. So at the back here, you might not be able to see it, but that's the duplexer there. So that basically runs, so it isolates obviously the 2 meters from the 77s. So I can only use 77s on this radio, and obviously this one's 2 meters, but I don't use that at all really myself. It's just the gateway, and that's what it is. I think I've done a review on my website for this radio. I don't think I've done a video review of it, but I have done one on the website. I'll leave links to the website in the description if you want to check it out. And then the mighty Icom IC7300. Now this is a fantastic radio. The only other HF radio I've ever had was a yaesu FT897D, so it's a lot nicer than that. I really like it. And then we've got the Kenwood SP23 speaker. It's had some sort of audio mod done. It sounds really good. I've had it a long time now. And then we've just got me PC monitors here. So as I say, I can see all the gaming stuff. Yeah, I do a lot of PC gaming and stuff. So anyway, it's just a monitor there and a monitor there. And then over this side we have Ailunce HD1, which is a fantastic DMR radio. I've done reviews for that on YouTube. I've done quite a few, so as I say, I'll leave links in the description. And I've just got that onto a battery eliminator into the power supply here, so that can just stay on, and then I can use this speaker mic, so I can just sit at the desk and talk to it through the hotspot, which is, I've done a review on that as well, a video on how to build your own hotspot. So I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. This is fantastic. This is my digital photo frame. Absolutely every shack should have one of these. As I say, I do quite a lot of FT8 work, and it's fantastic for getting awards and all that kind of stuff. So it just basically sits on the desk and just cycles through all the different awards. There you go, there's that other one, work the French stations, and just put them on an SD card, and it just puts all your awards on your desk. It's just a nice thing to have. And then here is just an Amazon Fire tablet. Now this has been converted because Amazon Fire tablets don't have the Android store on it, so I basically put Android on it basically, so it runs as just like a normal tablet basically, and it's got Zello on here. So I have my own Zello room, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. I think it's UK Digital Ham Radio Station. Same on Facebook, so I'll leave all the links in the description for you for the Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. So that's basically what the tablet is for. And then on the shelf here we have the Zetagi B300P. Now I use this for my Alinco. As I said, just before I show you that's the fan. I just have that wired in constantly, just take any heat out of it. And then just this Scania badge. We went to a truck fest, you know, a couple of years ago. As I say, if you look on the channel, you'll see the video to the truck fest that we went to. I got that from there, and because it's metal, it helps with the heat transfer a little bit. Just some boxes of odds and ends, you know, all the different connectors, PL plugs and all that kind of thing. My own bargain struck. I think Wayne G0HIJ got that for my birthday. And I've got the multimeter in there, some heat shrink, glasses case. These are just really old headphones. They're not really amateur radio headphones, but they work great. You know, I can just plug them in at night if I don't want to bother anybody. And then we've just got obviously some screwdrivers and bits and pieces. And this is the Nano VNA. I've only recently got this fantastic piece of kit, the Nano VNA antenna analyzer. Really inexpensive. It's about 40 quid, I think it was. So that's that, and then I've got the helping hands there and the soldering iron stand. Me and Finley when he was a baby, so really nice that. Messi Paoloni, when I did the review for Messi Paoloni, they sent me a load of stuff. So as I say, I'll leave a link in the description for the review I did on their Hyperflex 10, which runs the gateways. Fantastic coax. And then we've just got my Diamond SX400 SWR meter for 2 and 70. The obligatory bow fang. Every man and his dog's got a bow fang. Never use it, but you know, it's there if I want. And this is just a network radio I got from Retivis quite a while ago. As I say, I've never really used it, to be honest. I think I should be doing a review on that at some point. But yeah, nice. And then obviously my key for my car. And this is the Alinco DR135. So fantastic radio for 10 and 11 meters. It's not type approved for 11 meters. I just use it to talk to Wayne locally. We just have a chit chat on here on 10 meters at night. And what I do is, you can see the RF power dial here. I just keep that all the way off, basically, all the way to the left. So it's as low power as it'll go on this radio. And then there's a Target B300P, just takes me up to about 40 watts on that setting. So it just sort of, this isn't working too hard, and the Alinco is not working too hard. So it's just sort of nice balance, really. And that is really it. As I say, the microphone for the so I can play 77s if the gateway's not on. As you can see, it's transmitting now. Microphone for the 7300. Did a review on that, so I'll leave links and everything for that. And these, Kaylee got me these a year or so ago, the little Funko toy things, so they're kind of cool to have on there. And that is basically my shack. I also have which is not here now, it's in the car, which is an FT1D, so that I can monitor my own gateway, Fusion FT1D. I did a review on that as well. I'll put that in the description so you can take a look. So that's my shack. As I say, it's just in the corner there, just in the corner of the bedroom. And obviously that's my amateur radio intermediate certificate from the RSGB. This was from the guy who did the hang tenor. He doesn't make them anymore, but as I say, you'll see a video on there, and you can make the hang tenor yourself. It's just a Stereo Gain Master. You know, if you Google sort of make your own Stereo Gain Master, it's basically the same principle. In fact, I do have one over there that was the hang tenor, and there's just another QSL card I got quite a while ago now. It's probably years ago when I was an M6. As I say, I do all my QSL via EQSL, so if you ever have a contact with me, I always send out QSL cards on EQSL. So that is basically my shack. Nice little humble shack. So what I'll do is I'll just show you my antennas, and then we'll wrap it up. So thanks for watching. Right, a quick look at the antennas now. So that's my Diamond X300. It's fed with Messi Paoloni Hyperflex 10. So I'll leave a link in the description of my review of that coax. But it's on a Diamond X300 that is used for both my gateways, MB6IFR and MB6FR. And then we've got the T and K brackets, and off that is my end-fed half-wave antenna on the Spiderpole. There's also the link in the description for a review on that. And then what I've got is the coax basically goes over the house into the front room where the shack is. And this is my Ham Goodies 1-to-1 choke isolator. So I also did a review on that where we tested it with a MFJ for the common mode, so that was a good video there. And then that goes into the end-fed antenna here from UK Antennas. As I say, another video I'll put in the description of the review for that. So fantastic antenna, and that just comes across the fence, up the spider beam pole, and then across like that. And then over here we have it's about 10 feet high off the floor, we have the Stereo Gain Master, and that's just fed with 58 coax, mini 8 coax, same with the end fed antenna. So yeah, as you can see from the back of the garden, that's the garden, what it looks like now. So we've got the end fed half wave on the Spiderpole, we've got the Stereo Gain Master on that fence there, and then we have the gateway antennas on the Diamond X300 there. So yeah, that's basically the antennas. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. That was my shack tour. So as I say, I've got lots of links in the description for all the equipment that I've mentioned that you might find interesting. And I really hope you enjoyed the shack tour. As I say, it's quite a basic shack, it's just a corner of a bedroom, but it works great for me. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It really would mean the world to me that you would consider that. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it, or a thumbs down if you don't. Leave a comment. What's your shack? Do you have the same equipment as me? What radios do you use? Have you got a really patient wife and an awesome best mate that helps you with all the stuff? So you just let me know. So thank you very much. I've been 2E0 FNM. You've been very kind to watch. 7-3.